Welcome to the Ask Jordan podcast, answering your questions about selling on Amazon. Now, he's flipped more toys than a stadium full of toddlers. From Long Island, New York, here's your host, Jordan Malik.
Hello, Amazon sellers. My name is Jordan Malik. This is the Ask Jordan podcast, 86th episode. Thanks so much for making me part of your day. Today is May 11th, 2015. When I'm recording this, it's a day after Mother's Day. So I hope you had a great Mother's Day if you're a mom. If you're not a mom, I hope you paid tribute to your mom and had a wonderful day. Today's episode is sponsored by Online Arbitrage, a Seller Summary. That's my latest Kindle ebook. Online Arbitrage, a Seller Summary. It is the only Cliff Note style interpretation of Chris Green's famous online arbitrage book. So if you've been hesitant about dropping up to $300 for his online arbitrage book, well, my 99-cent summary of that bestseller will shed some light on the contents within his book. And only purchasers of my 99-cent online arbitrage a seller summary can get a full 1-year money-back guarantee out of my own pocket if they decide to buy the $300 full version of Chris Green's online arbitrage. Full details are in my Kindle book, and you don't need a Kindle device to read it. Head on over to jordanmalik.com/green. jordanmalik.com/GREEN, lowercase, all just like the color green. Again, Online Arbitrage Seller Summary is just 99 cents on the Kindle. You don't even need a Kindle device to read it. This is the podcast where we only answer your questions about selling on Amazon. So every episode we answer a different question from you, the listener, about selling on Amazon. And if you miss an episode, head on over to AskJordan.net. You can see our recent episodes there. Scroll down, you'll see a link to our archives. A lot of our questions that people are submitting may have already been answered, so make sure you check our recent episodes and our archive link. And if you've submitted a question you think I've blown you off, I don't want to leave a bad taste in your mouth. So go to jordanmalik.com/email. jordanmalik.com/email. Shoot me an email if you think I've blown your question off. I didn't answer it for you, and I'm going to do my best to get you an answer to your question, or at least get you in the right direction. Do you want to hear your voice on an episode and get 7 of my best-selling ebooks 100% free? I'm going to tell you how to do that after we answer today's question. And today's question is from Jaime. Go ahead, Jaime.
Hey, Jordan. How are you? This is Jaime. I really love all your podcasts. I listen to them every day on the way to work and on the way home. I just have one question. I know that Amazon is very strict with redirecting traffic to your own website. But we all have to be honest that we can't rely on Amazon forever, and we need to figure out a way to get more traffic to our personal websites. So what would you recommend is a good way that we can get our current customers to visit our personal website and, of course, not get kicked off? Thank you so much, and I hope they answer my question.
Jaime, that's a great question. I appreciate you asking that because I think it's a topic I haven't covered yet. The thing that you have to avoid, from my experience and also reading the Amazon seller rules, is redirecting anybody to your website via Amazon. Meaning any emails that you respond to or your product listing or condition notes, you can't be routing somebody off of Amazon.com. So even if you said something in your listing like, for further instructions, go to Jaime's vacuumcleaner.com or whatever. Don't even bother. Don't even try doing that, because Amazon wants to keep everybody in the Amazon ecosystem. And if you try to get somebody to electronically, meaning, by using their mouse or typing a URL or whatever, or clicking a link on your product listing or your condition notes or in any of your correspondence to the customer, that's considered a big no-no, and you can get banned. Years ago, I inadvertently said in one of the condition notes of one of my products, I said lowest price on eBay, meaning I meant to type lowest price on Amazon. I accidentally said lowest price on eBay, not even a link to eBay. And I got a pretty stiff warning from Amazon. I think they actually prohibited me from listing anything until I addressed the issue. Things have changed since then. I don't know how they, so we're talking 5-6 years ago. I don't know how they actually handled that, but they'll probably give a stiff warning if you did have using any URL in any of your electronic correspondence, email, your website, email, the condition notes, product page, anything like that. Now, here's where the scare tactics of several Amazon seller purists, I call them, who really spend a lot of their time online bullying other sellers, they say you can't do any correspondence at all on your packaging either, and that's not true. So, Jaime, if you went and bought a bottle of Tide detergent on Amazon, or let's make another example we can all relate to. If you bought a Swingline stapler on Amazon.com, and you get that product in the mail and you open up your packaging or look on your packaging for the Swingline stapler, swinglinestapler.com, whatever the URL is going to be all over the packaging and in the inserts, etc. So you can put your website address on and in your packaging. I would be hesitant to say something as blatant as to buy refills or to buy another one, head over to JaimeSwinglineStapler.com. But it would be perfectly fine for you to say, hey, thanks for buying the Swingline Stapler. Sign up for a VIP email list where we can send you information on your product, yada, yada, yada. So there's some safe guidelines you can put in there without blatantly saying buy more at. But even if you said buy more at, look, I ordered tea from Amazon, and the tea that I got said right on the package, this is a small tea company too. It said right on the package at a $5 coupon, head over to whatever the tea company was, Gunpowder Tea Company, and get $5 off your next purchase. No reference of Amazon in there. So I don't think you'll have any problem doing that, even if you went so far as to say whatever to the customer, when you buy from our website, just don't, compare the two. Say, buy from here, don't buy from Amazon anymore. I would be careful of doing that. So the summary, Jaime, is for any electronic correspondence, email, product description, notes, do not even reference any other website other than Amazon, right? And for your packaging, keep all that excitement for your packaging, whether it's a packaging insert or the package itself, your product. Relatively, I think you're very safe, including the URL. And think like a marketer. Put your marketing hat on, get people excited to sign up, get an email list provider get an email list service like MailChimp or Aweber, and have people go to a link. Of course, again, include this correspondence in your packaging, not online. In your packaging, say sign up for additional discounts on your future purchases, and have them go to a web page where they can enter their email name and email address to get further correspondence from you directly. And there's tons of tutorials out there. If you don't know, you've never done this before, build an email list, try to find some information for free. Use a service provider. MailChimp seems to be the inexpensive, great starter service for collecting email addresses. Or I use Aweber. It's a little more complicated, more for like bigger lists. Jaime, I will also include some links for you about what we talked about, contacting Amazon Seller Policy, right? Reading Amazon Seller Policy. And when you're in doubt, contact Amazon Seller Support. I recently read somebody who said, yeah, I was unsure about including my URL in the packaging, so I submitted my request to Amazon Seller Support. They said it was okay. So I have 2 links on this podcast episode. The policy, Amazon's policy on redirecting buyers. It says nothing about packaging. It's all about the, your product page and emails, etc. And then contacting Amazon Seller Support. They're kind of long URLs, so check the episode's show notes for that. Jaime, thank you. Jaime gets all 7 of my ebooks about selling on Amazon and eBay. Jaime, just head over to AskJordan.net, click on the small envelope icon near the upper right-hand corner. Send me an email so I know where to send your ebooks to. And if you, the listener, if you want to submit a question to the Ask Jordan podcast and have a chance to win all my best-selling ebooks just like Jaime, call 516-619-ONLINE. That's 516-619-6654, or head over to AskJordan.net. Scroll down, look for the directions on submitting your question. Hey, thanks again for listening. This has been the Ask Jordan podcast. We'll see you again in our next episode.